Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the music of ABBA is back on Broadway for a limited run. Let's send it out to Paul Wontorek.
Thanks, Tamsin. Fun fact, every year over 125 million people visit Times Square. And for 14 years, many of those people walked past this enormous billboard high atop the historic Winter Garden Theater. Now it's back, and so is Mamma Mia. Here we go again. I'm heading inside to meet the cast and crew and get a peek at rehearsal. Donna, Mamma Mia, my Broadway debut.
Yes.
How are you feeling right now?
All this time, it's crazy. I have had such a unique journey here. I mean, if you can't tell by my age. You know, my life has been really layered and complex. I've been a mom, I've raised a family, and I've been a teacher, and an actor in Chicago, and I've just gone back and forth, and I'm thrilled. Beyond grateful. Really grateful. And also, I have 3 boys at home in Chicago and an incredibly supportive husband. So they're really cheering me on, and I just couldn't be luckier to have their support and to feel, you know, it's hard to leave your family behind, right?
Yeah.
But I think I spent a lot of time raising them right. I hope they want me to succeed, so it's really cool.
This is a great role.
I love it.
Amazing actresses have played this part.
I know. No pressure, Paul, no pressure.
I've seen many of them do it on the stage, obviously the film as well. What was it like when you landed this role for this tour? I mean, you didn't know Broadway was in the cards.
No, and up until that point, I had played a specific kind of role in Chicago, and
what is that type of?
I played Elise in First Wives Club, and I played Audrey, and I played, you know, if you're getting the hint, right?
Okay, got it.
So
a lot of heels.
A lot of heels. Yeah. I was then cast as Tanya, which of course was not out
which fit your
that was in my
resume.
Wheelhouse, totally in my wheelhouse. Something about this creative team, you know, they've done this a couple times where they've taken a chance on an actor and put him in another role. They gave me this chance after I played Tanya for a little bit. They were like, hey, this time when you come in, I was seen for the first time for the Vegas company. And they were like, why don't you try Donna? She's more of who I am, which is kind of funny, right? After all those years of playing the sort of Tanya archetype, this is definitely where I live.
I love Rosie and Tanya. They're both such juicy roles.
Yes.
I mean, so you two have been singing into hairbrushes for 20 months.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
On the road.
Oh, yes.
How does it feel to now be landed on Broadway at the Winter Garden?
Oh, amazing. It's always been a dream to bring it back home.
Yeah.
Since the very beginning. I when we started the tour, I didn't really have it in the stars, but I thought, hey, how amazing would it be to go back to the Winter Garden and do this and get to go to work where I live.
Yeah. I think that's one of the most exciting things is when you're on tour and you're, you know, jumping around here and there, but we live here, so now we have a sense of stability, and we can just breathe every day and breathe our own air. And
I love the relationships in the show. I think it says a lot about friendships and about lovers and mothers and daughters, and it's just all this very human connections, all these characters.
It's crazy because a lot of the feedback we got at the stage tour was sort of surprising. It was women telling us and girls telling us that the most emotional part of the play for them was the bedroom scene where the dynamos are all goofing around. And that's sort of unexpected, right? You're like, what? Not my ballad? What? You know. They said it was because it's what everybody wants, you know, that unconditional love and support. The 3 of us, I think, have that in real life. And I think that it's really transparent, you know, when you get 3 best friends on stage and they don't have that. And so we're really lucky to have that. And I think it reads, it's truthful.
You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, always say.
I kind of feel like for this show, which is so much about relationships and friendships, that it probably, I think you build special relationships on the road, right? You see each other at your probably best and worst.
Oh, yes, yes.
So I feel like that's probably a big reason why y'all are coming here now.
Yeah.
Because we all get to see what those relationships are like.
Yes,
For
It must be a
sure.
lot of shorthand.
We do, yeah. Just looks sometimes.
Yeah.
We already know. We know when we come in, you know, if we're having a good day or a bad day, either way, we're still, you know, there for each other.
Yeah, we support each other.
On stage and off stage.
But the best part of it all is this family that we've created between us and Christine, and you can just see it on stage, and you can just feel it. There's just something special about living together and traveling together that you just become family, and it's really true.
Yeah.
I was just saying to the ladies that I think that, you know, when you're on a tour, you build special bonds, right? And relationships is very different. You see each other at your best and worst.
Yes.
Maybe your smelliest sometimes, I don't know. But I think that might help a show like this because it really is so much about like these beautiful friendships, and that's why this show is so enduring, I think, like, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's something in the show for everyone. You know, it's definitely, you know, the mother and daughter relationship, but it's about your friends. Yeah, we can all identify. And that's why people keep coming back to it.
And
time again.
timing is really good. The first time was 9/11, and now the world is on fire. And I think people want to escape. They want joy. They just want this adrenaline shot of joy, and that's what this show is. I think that's why everybody, not just us, the creative team, were surprised how quick we sold out all over the country.
You obviously remember well that Mamma Mia came to New York right after 9/11, and it was very much seen as an escape for people and a return to Broadway and joy. And do you feel like the world needs Mamma Mia right now?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not as tragic as 9/11, but there's a lot to be concerned about in the world. And it seems that everyone I know says they just want that kind of escape and familiarity of these characters, of this music, you know, of this story. They just want back at it. And it's on the road. It was selling like crazy. And I've been saying the audience reaction is just off the charts. Like just the downbeat starts and they're screaming their heads off. So it's definitely a plea for bring back Mamma Mia, you know. So that's been thrilling for the actors and for us to be a part of that too.
I love Mamma Mia. I love the history of it and all the amazing actors who've done it over the years. What is the key to sort of like the Mamma Mia sound?
It's wild. You know, I was the original music director back in 2001, and that was 24 years ago. And Benny and Bjorn were involved when I did it originally, and they were very insistent that we give the audience what they expect in terms of the album. They went to Sweden. We lifted every note off the original master tapes of the original recordings, and that's what the band plays, and that's what we sing. There's not a lot of riffing in our show. There's not a lot of, so we sing the notes and rhythms that Benny and Bjorn wrote, and then and that's sort of the trick to Mamma Mia and making Mamma Mia successful, is that yes, the actors bring their own individuality to it, but within the confines of what Benny and Bjorn wrote.
This is also a show about the relationship to music, right? I mean, these songs, it's deep.
These are classic songs that get stuck in your head as soon as you leave the theater. And it's actually surprising to see, like, we'll have 3 generations of women and men come through and basically, like, these little kids are jamming to Dancing Queen. I'm like, you know, what do you know about dancing?
I know, I didn't know when I was a kid, but the kids these days, they know ABBA.
They know, they're singing along and everything.
And
so
it's universal, and it's something that they can share. And you know how many kids have come with their moms and their grandmas and their great grandmas, and it's just so exciting to see. And when those lights come up for the finale, and you can finally see the people you're performing for, and everyone is having fun.
It's exciting.
This choreography is crazy, by the way. The mega dance at the the mega mix. I'll never forget it. Like it's wild. Is it just in your brain all the time? You just find yourself like doing it in the kitchen when you're making eggs, and I mean.
Yes. It's great though, but it's done in a way that hopefully it makes people in the audience feel like they can participate. because it's it's done in a way to get people out of their seats and to be able to move with it. It's not like technical dancing, but it's feel good movement, and so that's why they're sort of dancing in the aisles on the way out.
Is singing encouraged in the audience, or is it frowned upon?
Singing is always encouraged in the audience. Dancing in the aisles is encouraged in the audience.
Not throughout the show, dancing in the aisles.
We won't say no. We're not going to have people come stop them. If somebody wants to dance in the aisles, we'll let them dance in the aisles, that's for sure.
People have such a long history now. It started when this show opened, people just had a history with the music. Now it's the music and the show and the characters. It's like, it's just so much deeper, right?
Yeah, I was blown away by just the reception and just, the families and the young kids and people of all ages. And I was just like, people they want this now.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like a little bit of a rock star when you're up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the end of the show, it's just like, everyone's just kind of losing their minds with joy. And
it feels like we're rock stars.
It's a party. It is a party through and through. We do feel like rock stars because everybody's up on their feet and jamming, and we're just having fun. And it's just an amazing feeling to be able to see all of that. It's exciting, it's joyful, and it's just what we need right now.